71. The eternal law of love. The Lord. See, in this lies all the practical explanations of the law of Moses and all prophecies of all the prophets. Love God as your eternal Father above all, and your poor and often ill brothers and sisters, but under all circumstances, as yourself. Then you will be as true soul-healthy children of the eternal Father in heaven, just as perfect as He Himself is perfect. What is actually your calling? Since who will not be as perfect as the Father in heaven will not come to Him and dine at His table forever. See now, you my Cyrenius, with this you have everything what you previously have regarded as an evil of the world, which is difficult to defeat. Of course, it is quite difficult to defeat the lie which has taken root among the people of the world, since this is a severe, basic illness of the soul. But with the truth, which arises out of love, just as the light arises out of the flame, one can conquer the lie quite easily. If you only need a light to light up a dark room, will someone praise you as wise if you put the whole room in flames and thereby destroys it? Therefore, my word and my teachings should not be spread with the sword. If you want to heal someone who is tormented by a wound, then you should not, next to the existing wound, cut him a fresh 10-fold more severe wound. Because if you would do this, it would be better you have left the wound of the wounded unhealed. Verily, he who wants to spread my word and my teachings with the sword in his hand will not receive a blessing from me for his zeal. But he pushed himself into the greatest darkness. If you illuminate a room with pure oil lamps during the night, then everybody who is in it will have a joyful light. But if you burn down the whole room, everybody will start to curse you and flee you like a furious fool. Who preaches to cure souls should speak with a clear voice, but at the same time in a gentle manner, and should not shout like a raving who foams of fury and rage. Since a person who foams of fury does not better anybody with his wild shouting. He either causes that his listeners are mocking and laughing at him, or, if he goes too far with his shouting, they finally will chase him with batons and fists away from their congregation. In the same manner, someone should not speak a conciliatory word to his brother if he still feels the sting of annoyance in his chest. Since finally he convinces himself in his annoyed zeal, becomes infuriated, and did not only manage not to convert his brother into forgiveness, but has irritated him even more to the opposite, and has pushed the imagined good purpose far into the background. Yes, when spreading my teachings, you should always make a friendly face. Since with my teachings you are coming with the friendliest and most joyous message from the heavens to the people, and therefore must announce it with the most joyous and friendliest approach. But what would somebody tell you if you came to him and would invite him to a joyful meal? But your invitation would be as follows. Listen, you unworthy sinner, damned by God. Indeed, I hate you because of your sins and the righteousness of God. But, nevertheless, I order you with all means in my power to come to my feast of joy, to make sure that I do not have to curse and damn you forever, should you object. Should you attend, then at least you can be assured of my mercy and my goodwill for the joyful day. Tell me, what would the invited say to such an invitation? And if the feast of joy planned for him would indeed be a feast of joy for him? I think that even the most stupid person would say thank you but no thank you to such an invitation. He would, if he feels weak, come to get the severe threats from his back. But if he feels strong, he will attack the unmannered messenger and throw him out of his house. And that he will not accept such invitation goes without saying. Therefore, when spreading my teaching, which is also an invitation to a joyful meal from the heavens, above all, it must be taken care of that all those who will spread my teaching among the people of the earth, as true messengers from heavens, are full of friendliness and love to preach the gospel. Since something exceedingly joyous and good can certainly not be conveyed with a rage-inflamed facial distortion. And if someone would do something like that, he would be either a fool or a joker, and as such, totally unsuitable for the spreading of my word. Did you and also all the others have clearly understood what I have said? Said Cyrenius, completely contritely about the truth of such my admonition. Lord, you, the only true person, I have understood everything quite well, and concerning myself, I will strictly keep to each and everything. Naturally, I cannot give any warranties for all the others, but I think that they have understood you as good as I did. But at the same time, I recognize now how often I have most coarsely sinned against mankind, with my best possible knowledge, conscience, wish and will. Who will make good such my sins to those against whom I have sinned? I said, do not worry about that, but only about the future. But now something new will come up.